Hello, today we are going to convert a Euro cylinder, actually half Euro cylinder, into a practice log. Actually, this is part of a larger project which will be probably featured in the next video. But for now, I'll show how to remove the plugs of the log. So in many logs you can remove the plugs by simply punching them out, as I shown in a previous video where I made a practice log out of a mortise log. But sometimes, like in this case, the plugs cannot be punched through because the plugs themselves are thicker than the actual holes in the cylinder. So in this case, the plugs are 3 millimeters in diameter, but the pins are 2.75 millimeters in diameter. So you can't punch them through the cylinder. So I'll explain the steps I'm taking and show only the final steps. So the first step is to drill holes through the plugs, and I hope you can see them. But a mistake one can make is try to drill the entire plug out. So in this case, try to drill the plug out with a 3 millimeter drill. And if you saw my series about drilling centered holes, unless you drill a perfectly centered hole, which is very hard, you will probably be off center and destroy the hole of the log. So what can you do? So I started off by drilling 2 millimeter hole in this 3 millimeter plug. First I did a center drill using 1 millimeter manual drill. So I used this 1 millimeter manual drill in order to make a starter hole, and then I use a 2 millimeter manual drill, which is the same as this 1 millimeter drill, in order to make holes through the plug. Actually, you can make them with an electric drill or with a stand drill. So now we have plugs with holes that go all the way through, but they're not exactly centered, and I hope you can see them. So these two I already pulled out, and I'll show you how. So we have these not very centered holes. So the next step that we do, since they are 2 millimeter holes, we will tap them using a 2.5 millimeter tap, M2.5. So let's do this one. So it doesn't have to be very precise. Okay, so now this hole is tapped, but what we're going to do is screw in this large screw. It's even larger than the actual hole, and you can use any screw which is a bit larger. Okay, and it's out. But now, in order to remove this, you need to hold it Okay, so this is my method, and now I'm going to try and remove these two. Let's see which of the screws will work out best. So thank you for watching. Sorry for the problem. The previous ones were removed perfectly fine with this screw, but as you can see, just any screw will work. So have a nice day.